Ciao comrades, welcome, pleasure. Today we have a bit serious topic. You might have noticed that all Gameloft games were removed from VitaDB website. From the recent Modern Combat and Gangster West Coast Hustle to the Dark Knight Rises, Ultimate Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed and Splinter Cell Convictions. All games were removed because, well, we don't know the exact reason, but we can see the screenshot from Vita Nuova Discord, wherein just said that Gameloft games will not be available on VitaDB anymore, and that he cannot give full details. When I'm looking at this statement, it reminds me a bit of a situation with the GTA ports and Rockstar, or rather Take-Two. Back then, Take-Two successfully removed the reverse-engineered GTA 3 and Vice City with the help of DMCA, which stands for Digital Millennium Copyright Act. They threatened and filed a lawsuit, developers argued it was a fair use, and then they settled the case. And everything disappeared, everything was removed. This Gameloft situation is a bit different though, because now they targeted specifically the Vita ports. Before, they targeted the base reverse engineered projects. Now there are no projects, there are just these Vita ports. And based on the fact that Rin has removed it from his website and also from GitHub, it's safe to say somebody reached out to him to said this is not the way to go and that they don't like it. Then he removed it. This happened in spite of the fact that all of these 10 or so titles are now delisted from the Play Store and completely abandoned, unsupported, done and dusted. Nobody's making any money out of them. If you want to play them, you need to go to download them from any of these piracy websites with old APKs, and then you can play them. And that's what baffles me the most. Previously, Take-Two did it around the time when GTA Definitive Edition was meant to be released. They wanted to give all attention to the Definitive Editions and maximize the profits. I wish this is the case also in here, that they want to re-release the updated versions, remakes or definitive editions, but my gut is telling me this is not the case. We will see what's gonna happen. One thing is for sure, it's not coming back to VitaDB. Do not despair though if you haven't installed any of them yet. All of them, every single one, has been preserved, and they are still available on alternative sites. Simple Google search can reveal all the secrets to you. Use this strong magic trick to your advantage. Many people often say that these are just old shitty games, not worth playing, and this is partially true. Yeah, they are old shitty games with shitty graphics, with shitty mechanics, but in my opinion, they are still worth playing. All of us played many of them previously, and that's why we wanna play them again. To relive our own childhood, to bring back simpler times, when there were no responsibilities and no worries, just an old Gameloft game and an old Android or iOS phone. But this time we wanna relive it on our PS Vitas with physical buttons and joysticks and with high frame rate, sometimes. Therefore, if you haven't tried it yet, you definitely should, because you are missing out big time. They are great games. And what's the conclusion? The conclusion is that Gameloft games are gone and they are not coming back, at least not to VitaDB. And the future of new Gameloft games is very uncertain. Majority of these games were ported by Rin, and I'm sure he's not touching any of them in the future. Here I would like to emphasize the fact that what he and other developers are doing is in fact fair use. They are not using any line of their codes or any asset whatsoever. It is completely legal. This is Android loader. The illegal part is on us, on end users. To provide copyrighted files, they are not available officially, so we need to use backdoors. What else can we do? Not play them? When modern games often don't scratch the itch the same way like these old ones do. Last but not least, the bounties. Honestly, I'm not sure what to do in here. Simply going by the logic, the possibility of any of the Gameloft games being ported has been significantly reduced. I mean, drastically reduced. Not sure if any other developer would want to touch any of these games. So if you've made a bounty for any of these Gameloft games, you might want to consider to move it to a different title, non-Gameloft. This is just what makes sense to me, but clearly this is your decision to make, so make it and let me know. And that's about it. This situation is very unfortunate, but I'm always trying to find something positive on these negative situations, and there is one big positive in here. Companies still care about Vita. Not just us homebrew nerds, but also these big companies. They're looking after us and they supervise all our steps. That means Vita is still relevant even for these huge corporations, which really makes me feel good. Thanks to you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, join. I would like to send a huge thanks to all of my Patreons and joiners for their continued support. It's greatly appreciated. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.